And welcome back to Tokyo Tuesdays, the segment in which I head to the Tokyo Disney theme parks to sample and review every last eatery. For our 37th episode, we're headed to Mama Biscotti's Bakery. Located in Tokyo Disney Sea, Mama Biscotti's Bakery is another very easily found location. Start by heading straight into the Mediterranean harbor. As you exit the covered entrance to the harbor, make a sharp right. Continue in this direction, and you'll very soon run smack into Mama Biscotti's Bakery. Mama Biscotti's Bakery is a modest little eatery, featuring lovely frescoes on the wall and other more homey touches. They specialize in baked goods, as you might expect, and have plenty of outdoor seating.
Those feelings when you realize you forgot your silverware right when you started recording, but also those feelings when you remembered to grab silverware from another restaurant because you knew that this would happen to you at some point. Timing. So what do I have? I am at Mama Biscotti's Bakery, and I have a little Danish, Mickey Danish, and also a peach mousse in a specialty Easter cup, very pretty. There is a show going on right now because I time things well. I also got apple juice because I'm very thirsty. There's fireworks, fantastic. Let's just try this, shall we? What's that? You're gonna be recording during a parade, during fireworks? Well, best position the camera exactly where you will catch none of the fireworks. Because what would be the point in that? And now it's starting to rain. Fantastic. Contemplating making a dash to another table. Yep, we're gonna make a dash to another table. I'll be right back. So dark. Can I turn this way? Is it better? A little. This angle has less light, but at least I'm out of the rain because I'm under an umbrella. Yay. And I think the fireworks just stopped. Neat. Back to this. In case you're wondering, it's 8:34 in the evening, and it is a mass exodus. The Fantasmic just ended, and so looks like everybody's leaving now. Except for me. I'm sitting here eating my pastry. This is quite tasty. I think it's apple. Goes well with my apple juice. Apple and a little bit of spice of some sort. Probably cinnamon. Now for the super special thing. The peach mousse in the super pretty cup. It's smooth and has the gradient of an egg, appropriately enough for an Easter cup. It's not my favorite Easter cup from Tokyo Disneyland, which is an Alice in Wonderland Easter cup, but it's still really nice. It's got everybody's Easter outfits on it, which are quite nice. So let's try. Once again, it comes in a nice little removable cup. All right, we've got a little eggy egg. White chocolate. Slightly flavored, but very, very faint. Nuts on top, interesting choice. Doesn't quite taste like peach to me. It's got more of a berry flavor, it seems like. I'm wondering if maybe if I read the label incorrect. The nuts oddly do go with it, though. Don't care for the texture. Nuts on things just, it's an unpleasant surprise. You don't ask for nuts on things, you just get them and tolerate them. And like I said, the flavor of the nuts surprisingly does go with this flavor. What is this flavor, though? If I was going to equate it to peach at all, it would be like the sort of peach that you find in one of those fruit cocktail cups. Certainly not just straight, like biting into a peach. So I'm going to go find whatever is here for me next And I will see you very shortly at the next place. Bye-bye.
This episode actually marks the end of my After 6 experiment. While it was really nice to be in the park in the cool of the evening, I'm not sure my cameras dealt with the dark very effectively. However, I'd be very interested to know what you all thought, so please don't be shy in sharing your thoughts and opinions. In the meanwhile, on to the review. Service. Service is a 3 out of 5. When I wandered into this location, there was still a show going on in the harbor, so there were basically no other guests in this location at the time. However, as soon as that show ended, because this location is right off the harbor, people wandered in very quickly. It went from 0 to line in about 2 seconds. That's fine, the employees here seemed to be expecting it, and very expertly directed people into the splitting lines, answered questions, took orders like champs. They were very clear in their directions, they were very friendly, 3 out of 5. Atmosphere. Atmosphere is a 4 out of 5. This location is pretty small and pretty simple, but they pack plenty into their petite place. This location is a good example of utilizing your limitations to your advantage. They didn't have to do much, but what they did do was very specific and resulted in a very Italian feel. Or at least what I imagine is an Italian feel, as I've never actually been to Italy. 4 out of 5. Price point. Price is a 3 out of 5. Each one of the pastries here is relatively average price, about what you would expect to pay. However, do be wary of getting too many at once because the prices do add up pretty quick. 3 out of 5. The food itself. The food is a 3 out of 5. I was somewhat disappointed with the selection when I arrived. I know for a fact that they have a huge menu of baked goods, but when I got there, not so much. It was the end of the day. I think perhaps they were gearing down towards close. But what I did have was quite tasty, so no harm, no foul. 3 out of 5. Overall rating. Overall, this gives Mama Biscotti's Bakery an average rating of 3.25 out of 5, which... sure, yeah, seems fair. The lineup. With a 3.25 out of 5, this ties Mama Biscotti's Bakery with 5 other eateries on the master list. I'm gonna slot it in just below Restaurant Hokusai, earning it 11th place on the master list. Meanwhile, on the counter service list, it once again ties with a few other places, and this time slots in at 8th place. Very nice. So, that's it for this week. Come back next week if you want to find out where I'll be then. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave those. We'd love to hear from you. Give this video a big ol' thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you like what we do. We'd surely appreciate it. If social media is more your flavor, you can find us there. Links to that in the description box. And I will see you next week for another Tokyo Tuesday.